Can you hear me now? I swear my OBS settings are like resetting on their own. I just had this issue yesterday. Maybe this oh, you know what it is? It's the I think the audio advanced settings are specific to profiles that I'm using on OBS for recording and streaming, so I think it's goofing it up. But you can hear me now? So I rebuilt it. Basically when I made the connection yesterday, um I'm pretty sure it destroyed the village totem. So it's an issue, non-issue. I have a permanent village here. You can even see Salty is here visiting. Now, there's no village totem anywhere to be seen, and I even looked underground. There's no village marker on the map. However, I still get the same village bounds that I originally had. So in reality, even though I can't rebuild a village here ever, add a village, or delete this village apparently, at least I still have the village bounds to fly in the village bounds, and also technically use the village chest system. So it's like I bugged the village out, but it worked out. But yes, this is not, I didn't fix it. I rebuilt the entire thing last night off stream, and I posted because I recorded it. It's on TikTok. I may end up doing, honestly, another one for a YouTube tutorial. So keep an eye out for that. But we're right back where we were. Yeah. I broke it off the other, 2 days ago on stream. Spent a day and a half trying to balloon it back up and recouple it, which did technically work to an extent, but the build was like, after it broke off, so many of the floors and walls like warped, like you could see like cracks and stuff. And even after logging out, logging back in, it wouldn't fix it. So like, even though I connected it back to the roof again, which still looked weird because I didn't even connect it. It was a whole bunch of bugginess going on. It still would have been annoying because I wouldn't have been able to build on the floors that were all wonky. Yeah, so nothing happened. And it's even better because this one, it's a little bit lower. See how this wall piece starts here? Before, I had it starting like really up high, like a lot closer. So there's actually more of the base showing. So I was actually able to go all the way around. And then, where's Allie? Yeah, it took only, you know how long it took? About an hour and 15 minutes. I took some breaks and stuff, but I pretty much did it all back to back, and I recorded it all. I posted the time lapse on TikTok. I cut up the time lapse a little bit to disinclude some of the times that I was like looking at the references and stuff like that. So, but it's basically 10x speed of the build. It's an 8-minute video, but I did record the entire. It's pretty satisfying to watch. It's pretty satisfying because I turned the volume a little bit too high because like it was really low, but it ended up when I posted it on TikTok, I realized it was a little bit too high. But if you make sure your volume's on about half before you pull up the video, otherwise the whooshing of the ocean is going to be very loud when you open up the video. But it's very satisfying, especially when I do the roof, these roof pieces and the floors. It's just like it was very fun. It was fun to edit. Granted, it was very easy editing, but it was fun. Did it all, yeah. One go. Long time no talk. Yo, what's going on? Do you have a different name on another platform? It's first time over here, I see. Or at least it's registering it that way. So, and then is Allie here? we have many connecting points, and not only did I make connecting points, but I also built walls. So these walls are a little bit above those floors, so they're like sandwiched in there. So technically, even if I broke this wall, it's still being supported by this wall, and then into this one. So it's like daisy chained. I could technically, I believe, even break this whole wall. I'm not going to do it, but I'm pretty sure I could break that whole wall segment, and it would still be connected because I brought them over to connect right here. So they're even connecting to the front. So even if I were to break like almost the entire front, as long as I didn't break one of these posts, they would still be supporting. So I went very much overboard with the supporting builds this time, so I don't break it off the roof. Oh my god. No, we can't. That's the whole point. Is I've basically idiot proofed it. Epic Bricks proofed it. What charms am I using? Elemental Amplifier Tome, Elemental or legendary Elemental, and then Legendary Precision, and then a rare Totem of Return. I'm really surprised they haven't at least given us a gosh dang purple one of these yet that could give me a little bit more health. A little bit. Can we get the epic return totem? Epic is a little late, but we need it. I could use it. What do we put up here? Did I click? I did click Shogun. Dude, I could never see. 3, 4, 5. There we. Too scared. Fear not. I have idiot proofed it. Oh, I did that the wrong way. I didn't do the other ones the wrong way, did I? No. See, now we can do all the other. I figured I could do this on stream, like the rebuild, but then it would be less time. Not that I'm like worrying about catching up or anything, but it's more fun to see stuff I've yet to do rather than already done. I should probably just do lights in like the same way to mimic, so it's very uniform up here. Yeah, it'll be like even distance, even. Yeah. Perfect. Did I do that right? Yes. Do you know anything about Part 2 Ninjago update? It's probably coming sometime within the next, what, 2 to 3 months? But we have no idea. We really have no idea. That's our best guesstimates. There's nothing official released about it, so what we know is nothing. It's all speculation. Anything you hear is speculation. Does that go on the floor? That looks really nice. I could do that there, maybe. Instead of that thing. I kind of like that thing. Oh, wait, what if we do... Because this doesn't go on the... Oh, it does go on the wall. It's just upside down because that piece is upside down. Oh, that would be a good window piece. If you did that backwards. How tall is this? It's probably not tall as a standard wall, but... Because I think that'd be too much if I did one there and one on the other side. Forgot about some of this stuff. Those are cool. That's cool. Nah, a tree would be kind of cool though. I think we just go with like something like the white banner or these tan banners somewhere. Although I gotta flip them right side up. Wait, don't I do something lagging? Don't I do something similar over here? Yeah. So like, we'll hang it there, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces away from the door. Wait, did I hang it from there or the bottom part? The bottom part. So like there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How did you even get that back up there? Oh, Mega Noons. Mega Noons. You underestimate me. I rebuilt the entire thing off stream last night. There's a time lapse recording I posted on my TikTok if you want to check it out. It's an 8-minute time lapse. It took me about, I think it was like an hour and 20 minutes of. I didn't do it like I took some breaks, but like of straight record time of all the time I recorded. Every time I like took a small like 3-5 minute break to go get water and stuff, I would just stop the recording and then start the recording and then so it's all like back to back build. Yeah, I did the whole thing last night while everyone was sleeping, like Santa in the night. I'm going to do this over here while the knowledge of how to set it up is fresh in my mind, all the numbers. You go over and do something else for a second, and then you forget the lineups of everything you were doing. We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would just hang it here, but you see how these are upside down pieces, so it makes the wall piece upside down. And granted, does that dragon look that much different if it's upside down? No, but I'm just going to re-reference it with a right side up piece and then make it nice. Gotta make it perfect, you know? Excuse me. Anybody watching the timer is like, oh, he's gonna get it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. PT stress? Oh, a lot better today. Yeah, were you here for the last couple of days? I can't. It's hard to remember who's been here for what days and what events have, in which events have taken place. But I've been building this temple, and then I accidentally broke it off the ceiling, and it fell down. And then I spent like a day and a half trying. I mean, I could have skipped the day and a half of trying to recouple it, but that was for in the name of science, and if it could be done, which technically, theoretically, it still could be. There were still some things I could have done better to make it line up better, but the lag was still getting in the way. And then the ultimate problem would have been because the build fell off to begin with, a lot of the parts became misaligned. So even if I perfectly recoupled it back to the ceiling, it would have given me problems everywhere while I was trying to, if I would have tried to continue the build. So ultimately a rebuild was necessary, but I rebuilt the whole after yesterday of me trying to recouple it. I ended the stream early just to kind of cool off my brain, and then off stream when I got a little more vitality in me, I busted out the rebuild in about an hour and 20 minutes. So that whole post. No way we're uncreative. We're not. This is sandbox, or not sandbox. Expert. Too many words. But no, this is my expert world. You can fly in any world, including experts. Just it's done with the flying fish sandwich, and if you leave your village bounds, you lose the ability. So it's like really only for building stuff. But no, this is my expert world. And then if you haven't played the game in a while, there's a thing called like a village chest system. So I have a village here, technically. And you can see like the village bounds or whatever going around. If you have a chest within these village bounds, like I do here, all of these count as technically your inventory while you're in the village. So all of the stuff that's in the chest you can use for builds without it actually being in your inventory. So there's a lot of like quality of life improvements that have been made to the game to make building and doing stuff in expert mode a lot easier. But no, we are definitely not creative. Although I still have to harvest all the builds. You know, I still have to, if I'm in between village, you know, if I'm fighting stuff, I can't be flying like this, obviously, because I'll be outside the village. How is the building flying? It's connected to the roof. Well, connected to the wall, technically. Hold on, my build. There's always something bugged when I log in. Every other time, it's not every time, but like every other time I log in, this one, next quick bar slot, will be rebound to my scroll wheel down, even though I've done this 1,000 times now and unbound it. So I want nothing there. I want nothing. I don't want the next quick bar. I don't need to. I have a keyboard that has all the numbers available to me to press if I want to press them. I do not need to cycle through them one at a time, because I use scroll wheel down to open chests. Because that's always been, I think that's what it's been in Fortnite, and I think I even did that in PUBG. That's where it originated. I just ended up making my scroll wheel down like the interact button, because it was so easy just to point, scroll down, point, scroll down, point, scroll down. It became so much more natural than having to click. So when it rebinds, it like double laps the keybinds for some reason. I want to find something to like prop that piece up maybe, but I don't know what exactly. I guess I could find like a little chair or like a little table. Yeah, like what if we did like a little table? Yeah. Just give it a little bit of a boost. It's like hard to see. I think it was in houseware though. Yeah, see, it's a lot better. You can't even see the darn dragon logo from there. And I guess I could take away this, like, the fence, but then, like, I feel like that's a necessary part of the whole aesthetic of this part of the build that I'm doing. There we go. I knew something was missing. I need a few more lights as well, actually. Oh, I know. We just mimic the why didn't I think of that? We just do the same ones. There we go. Right? That's the one. Yeah. Woo! The double jump is so sensitive because, like, you have to press space to hover upwards. So if you hover upwards, let go, and then hover upwards again too fast, it registers it as, like, a double click, and then it takes you out of flight mode. It's pretty annoying. like that. I'm just trying to like get to the right height and be precise with it. There we go. Something like that. Yeah, I still play Marvel Rivals. I was GM1. I was like, dude, I was halfway through GM1, about to be Celestial again this season with my buddy, and I kind of went on another like 3-game loss. Now I'm back in GM2 again. I'll squirm my way out. For a game that I play on the side, and when LEGO Fortnite is my main game as a 33-year-old adult, I'm pretty proud of my rank in Marvel Rivals. Oh yeah, the flying fish sandwich is bro, that's cheating. What's cheating? Oh, what's that? That was weird. The flying fish sandwich is a part of the game that they added a couple months ago. It makes you be able to fly only within your village. So the second I leave here, like 20 feet away, I can't fly anymore. Like, this is purely for within your village. That's the limitation of it. But the building is connected to the roof. It would be connected to the roof. However, this structure is buggy. And this, by the way, PT Stress Facility is what led to the entire problem in the first place. This doesn't count as a supporting structure until you get to like the sides of it. Then it becomes like a solid piece for building. But everywhere right here, you can't connect. Winnie, relax. So like even if you built out from this wall, right? And then you were to build upwards, you'd think, oh, that would be stuck into the wall now. Because you could remove this piece and that would still be stuck in the wall because as a supporting piece. Relax. But this piece, it should, in theory, just like if you did it into the floor, right? Let's do the reverse for an example. So if I were to do the reverse, I could destroy the first piece. This is going to stay there because it's supported there, right? It's still there. This, however, not the case. You break this, that breaks. Or if there's more pieces connected to it, it would just fall. So this doesn't count as a supporting piece. So what I had to do originally was build out an artificial like shelf from where it would connect over out here and then build down from that artificial foundation where I could connect. The problem was when I originally did this, I only made myself one of these connecting pieces sticking out. And I was being careless and thoughtless and went back here and broke one of these pieces back here. And because the only supporting piece was right there, the entire building fell off. Even though I had plenty of pieces, and I knew it would happen. I knew it was a problem. I didn't think these pieces were going to stick. I knew this was going to be an issue. I just completely forgot about the placement of my supporting piece. And I goofed it all up. Why do you fly? Honestly, this is one of a very few builds, even on Expert, that I'll probably even use the flying fish sandwich. Because this build, I don't know if you can tell, it's not on the ground. So this is my Expert world. Normally, I wouldn't be able to fly without the flying fish sandwich. So this makes building the village a lot easier since I'm in the village limits and I can use the flight mode. But otherwise, if I'm building a different village in Expert, there's almost really no reason for me to fly. Because it would be on, like, if it's like, you know, all of my other villages that I built, if it's on the ground, the only thing that flying would make a little easier in some cases is seeing certain things, but I probably still wouldn't even use it because, like, honestly, having fly mode on is really annoying. And if I'm not using it, like right now, I'm using it all the time for this build. But if I'm doing a village over somewhere else on the ground again, like I wouldn't be flying 90% of the time, maybe 10% of the time. And then that whole 90% of the time I'm not flying, I would be accidentally flying when I didn't want to fly. And then I might as well just use the double jump and all that kind of stuff. We need, I think I'm good there. I don't need to overdo it there. I think we're ready to go do, I gotta do the backside here. Let's just do the same kind of deal we did on the other sides. Where's my center? Thank you for helping BT Stress in chat with the FAQ questions. It is indeed very helpful. I need to turn on music. Hold on. I forgot the music today. I started building. I realized how silent it was. I thought I was on shuffle. Hold on. Okay. I just didn't want it to play from the top of the playlist. I've been hearing half these songs in the same order for the last couple days. Because half the time when I'm building, I'll end up being like really silent. It's like I'm either yapping my head off or I'm just like locked in and building, and then you never hear from me for like 5 minutes. What am I looking for again? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and this also needs to go over a space. Music, good volume? I think I turned it up the other day while I was listening. I might need to turn it down. Let me know. Yeah, I can't post links on TikTok, unfortunately. I mean, like, technically you could, like, post it, but it's not, like, hyper linkable or anything. And even then, they might frown upon that. See, and that's the thing about the fly mode is you only get it when you get you have to keep eating fish sandwiches, and they only last 15 minutes, and then you can't even fly in your village. So like that's, if you're wondering how I'm flying or if it's quote unquote cheating, like no, this is a part of the game that they built in, and it has its limitations. You can't go outside the village with it, and it only lasts 15 minutes at a time. Now, granted, they're really easy to make. They're only cost floppers and what's it called at the grill, but see, you know, can't fly. Eat the sandwich. Now we can fly. Yo, have a good one, PT Stress. All right, boom. And then what did we do? Oh, yeah, we did those 5 spaces away from the doodad. These. That's 3, 4, 5. I think that's 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that needs to go a space higher. It does. So like right here, I could have been doing lights and accidentally missed a light, hit a wall. You know, I was working. There's so many things that could have went wrong even after what did go wrong. Oh yeah, and then the walls. These aren't permanent. These are just going to be references for our banners. Because right here, these walls, if you can tell, can't tell, these are upside down walls. They should be slanted the other way, so I used them upside down, so they go this way, obviously. So the base of this would have a little bit of a taper, and then the other levels are straight. So right here, these are upside down tapered walls. So if I were to try to connect this there, I could, but because what I'm connecting it to is already upside down, this banner will be upside down. We are perfectionists here. We don't want that. So what we're gonna do is remember where we put those, and then we're gonna take, because I've already done a reflip technique to get my floors right side up. So I just build this pillar on the floor, which is right side up. So now I am going to, instead of using this as the reference, which will reference it upside down, we're gonna reference it here, which will be right side up, and then we're going to move it over. Hold on. There, till it connects with your nudge. So we're still referencing this right side up piece, but we've nudged it over to connect with the upside down piece, but it still retains the state of the piece we're referencing, if that makes sense. That's not right. Did I add those lights later? I think I did. I think it's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? No, that's too far. Right? It's not there, is it? That looks more right. So I just did that wall, and I don't remember the spacing I did on it. No, it's definitely not right. I had it right the first time, chat. I guess what I can do is just, to make my life easier, we'll just re-reference this piece since it's already there. Oh, can I not? Oh, there we go. So I think I just did need it 2 spaces over. Yep. Now, I would like... probably put one of those shield doodads there, right? I didn't do any there. Well, I did them there, I guess. I think it's because I found out I couldn't put them here. I'd have to put these lower. So I guess I could repeat that and put the shields there. I just don't think I can put it here at all. It's either not supporting or in the way. There's like no good spot for it. could put them... in here. Maybe they'll fit there. No, there's only like very specific spots they go for some reason. Yeah, like it can go here. It could go on this piece for some reason. On that axis. Which is about where I have it on the other one too, I'm pretty sure. Roughly. Yeah, what's up, Juicy? New to LEGO Fortnite, I'm stuck. How are you stuck? Let's do that again. Get those done, and then I'm pretty sure I could probably find something like a statue or something minor to put in front of there. Maybe do kind of like I did there. I just realized I could also right here. I think I was supposed to use the other one. Because I don't want to put another statue in between there like I did, but up here could make sense. A few of them. $15-day stream streak, Mega Dudes. Damn. We out here. Yips. These ones I'm half considering just doing the other ones, or I can find something else to put in front of there maybe. If there's something else tasteful. Nah. Like it matches color-wise, but it kind of is off from everything else I'm doing. If that whole unit was a little bit smaller, that wouldn't be bad. Because that thing's far too big, plus I use them up top, and that would be a little bit redundant. Well, that could be interesting. Just something small, and I could put that like on a... Oh, wait, I can't get this piece to center, can I? It either goes a little bit off. I guess I could use the balloon tech, of course. That could work. I don't have to put anything there. Could just do nothing. Oh, why doesn't... Oh, of course it doesn't. Oh yeah, it needs a supporting piece anyway. Is there like a fence that matches this somewhat? I guess I could do the same technique I did before where I use like that combo of pieces. But it would have to be even smaller, so I guess we just use that. Maybe something on top of that, even if that counts as a supporting piece. But I like that. Did I get that the same as the other one? It would appear so. Yeah, I like that. That's solid. All right, I think that's outside deco done. I think we can start on the interior. You like the little face on the second floor, by the way? Third floor? Second floor? No, it's the second from the top, third from the bottom. All right, let's get floors done. And you notice this door is upside down, right? So what I need to do is... Okay, we still got a sandwich going. We're good. Trying to remember how I did this the last time to make sure I got to like an even stairway, because like that's gonna be too tall, and then I'd have to go down to like there, I guess, because I need I could make a couple of fake stairs, I suppose. That's not the end of the world, because I want these to be standard floor heights and all that, because I'll make this into the ceiling as well. I'll probably just carefully replace. Actually, I could probably just use gray walls. Honestly, I'll probably just fill it in, because those are my connecting beams. So this will be the top of the build, and then we just need to do basically, what is the spacing on these? So that would be 3, 4. So from there, it would just be 1, 2, 3, 4. If I were to do like the natural step, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because then, yeah, then that'll bring us down to this level. And in here, what kind of floors should we do in here? Should I do stone floors inside? Or should I do like the... Because in here, I think in this room and this room only, I will be able to use the perfect amount of 16 by 16s to use those square pieces. But if you don't have like a perfectly shaped room, you'll end up having to fill it in with like the pieces that don't have those raised pieces on it. So you have to be very particular about how you use them. Oh, that was the other thing, is this one's upside down. I have to build above the nubs, too. So I guess here... we would just end it... I got it. I figured it out. So we would just make the real floor start, like, right above. That's as low as we could make it. Because these ones won't have that problem. They don't have nubs. These ones... actually... wait, did I use... can I just replace them? Oh, then I'll still have nubs on this one at the very least. So that's like practically unavoidable. But I think this room I should be able to do the perfect amount of these. I think it's the... it just happens to be the right size, whereas the rest of them, I don't think it's going to land on that. Because this could be my storage room. Oh, so all the way to the bottom, didn't I? But then again, like, this room's even taller, which I don't need tallness. Yeah, I think we'll make this storage. Oh. What do you think of the Lego Smart Brick? It's neat. It's... I don't think it's meant to, like, it's meant to be neat, but it's... a lot of people are getting, like, very, like, upset at it, essentially. Like, because everybody's arguing is like, oh, well, Lego sets are already way too expensive, which is, like, not untrue, per se, but, it's only being added to certain sets, and I would imagine that there's going to be sets in the future that don't include the smart brick, but you can add one. I think it tends to be like a like when the power function came out, like, or not came out, that's kind of like a really old thing, but when they started integrating it into the sets. I don't know if you can see it, but I've got the my haunted house down there in the corner on the floor that I haven't had a place to display yet. That has it doesn't come with a power function, like motor, but it has the option to. So I think the smart brick is supposed to be something like that, where, yeah, it's going to come in a few sets, but I want to say it'll, like, be more of like a supplemental thing, and it's not going to make other sets more expensive. But my thought would be, especially because, like, who needs a gajillion of them, right? If they're going to, I don't think they'd include them in every set. They'll probably be in a couple of, like, starter type sets, and then you can buy it, I would imagine, eventually on its own, like, especially at the Lego store. Did you know you can, like, power functions, you can buy motor functions from the Lego store. You just have to ask, and they'll usually have them in stock in the back somewhere for you. But it'll be neat to see in the future some of these 18 plus sets, especially that release, like the Lego Mario. Like, how cool would it be to throw a smart brick in Lego Bowser? You know what I mean? And then when you move Bowser around, because it's motion sensitive and all of that, it could, like, like, you could, as you move them around, you could, like, have all sorts of fun stuff, like, integrated into future sets. So I'm a supporter, but, like, a lot of people are quote unquote angry at it. When is the new update? We have no idea yet. How do you stream on both TikTok and other platforms? I use TikTok Live Studio to stream on TikTok, and then I use OBS Studio to stream to the rest. I don't know if I like this floor. Do I make it stone? Do you think I just make it? stone? I like it, but it's very contrasty to the rest of like, not that it needs to look amazing, but part of it looks off to me. I want to give it a try. Let's see what I like better. I'll do like a half and half. I feel like it's got to be the stone, right?
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Plus, like I said, on the other floors, these, I'm not going to have a perfect 16 by 16 grid or an 8 by 8. I think on the other ones, it lands more on like 6 or 12. So it would end up like kind of goofing up the entire system of these squares and how like symmetrically spread out and even they are. Plus, the rest of the building is stone. I don't think it would be that hard to believe the rest is stone. You're in a pickle? That's no good. Stretched out as far as it could be. Hold on. Nope. I just realized there's like a slight border on the edge of my screen, I swear. Is it like that too on my other screen? No, it's just the big screen. It's like I can't stretch this any further. Weird. So I was looking at my TikTok studio output and it was like there's like a light border. Like it's like I can't stretch out my game source out all the way. I think I just go, I don't know, it'll look better with cuz I'm always thinking like function, but let's just make it look good. Oh yeah, we'll just do that at the top. And then we just need basically one of these right here to kind of fake it. Yeah, there we go. Now it's like a faked part of the stair. It's not actually there. I've done it. And then can I still fit one of the doodads under here? Like I did on the outside? Oh. I can't see.
Now, this is epic.
Okay, what are the pieces I'm looking for? Oh, it's like a, I see. I guess we'll just leave it. And if anything, I'll just do that. There we go. And then all right, so this will probably be a storage room. let's see. Where do we bust down? Trying to think of the best place that won't interrupt anything. You know, let's go like right from the center. I think that'll be cool if we go right from the center and like in. If there was like this, you know, and then from here we have a landing, and then from here we can have like 2 ways that go down. Yeah, check this out. We're gonna make a little catwalk here. This is gonna be sick. So this one will be a wood floor. But I think we go with the dark floors because I do like that better. If I had dark versions of those stairs, I'd probably be using them. I just don't. Hello? So instead, I think 2 of these will be better for some reason. Because like this one looks like thinner on the bottom. Also, I can put that like 4 spaces down from there. 2, 3, 4. And it'll still be connected. Just won't really be, but it'll be the same distance there. And then I only have to build myself like 1 or 2 fake stairs. Because like, look at how chunky the bottom of that one is. You see how it's like 4 plates stacked, and like at the bottom of this one, it's only 2. So it makes my transition to my little like fake stairway here more believable. Let's see. And then from there, I think we just... Oh, I need to actually put in the floor. Yep, because now we're right at the level of that door. That's correct. And then I think, yeah, we don't need any more. We just needed 1 fake stair there. Okay, then that goes around. This will kind of just be an end. Could make it go back, run back through too, but I think that's a bit much. So... You know what would also be kind of interesting? Like, if I have the piece count, what if I went as far as to... Oh, I don't have flight mode. Do upside down ceilings, so I don't have anti-stud ceilings. I could technically, like, take this from there, pull this out, then go down and through until it connects just like that. And then I can make this whole floor thicker. Actually, that's kind of just for the scaffolding, at the least. It makes the scaffolding thicker and more distinct from the ceiling that's actually there. What do you guys think about that? Should I do it? Should I do it? Or does it look too odd? Or is it nice? Like, I'd have to do it, like, everywhere, but... Let me see how it looks with a fence and all that there, too, because I don't even know what kind of fence I'm going to use here, because I'm not going to use the red ones. That doesn't match here. If anything, I'd be using, like, these guys from Shogun. Or there's that other one that I've been kind of using in, like, the backdrop of things. Like, you barely see it, is these ones. I think they're too dark. But they do kind of match with the, like, the black is, like, almost too black, and it'll mesh in with the dark browns. But then if I just use dark brown, then that's really going to mesh in with the dark brown, too, I suppose. But if I do this, like, that's not going to contrast very well. I'm going to keep that corner one as a reference, but... What kind of... Here, let's at least get what I know done. When you don't know what to do, do what you know. And I know I need to get these rails done. Boop, 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 boop. So I'll probably bring this in a little bit and this out a little bit. We'll see, it's here, like almost. I can't have anything here, but I do want this over like 2 more spaces here. Oh, I forgot I gotta turn these one specific ways, otherwise it goofs up the pattern. Isn't there no, that's not it. So that's what sucks about these ones, is once you get to these kind of pieces and you need to make non 8x8 squares, you just like lose the pattern, which isn't a big deal. I'm not gonna go too crazy over. Oh, there's a few of these. Okay, these ones I can kind of fix it. Actually, in certain places I really can't. It's like no matter what I'll do with this piece, it'll misalign unless there's, I guess that one I'd have to start this one here to kind of continue that rock pattern and then go into one of these. Yeah. But then will the 8 actually... Oh, does it complete the... Oh, it does! Look at that! We've done it. Hold on. Can I do it again? Because I think I need to build this out like 1 more as well. Oh, 2 more. They're going to be really extended rocks here, but... I guess this one I could flip-flop. So, you know, that one's going to be tough. I guess I got that. So I just wanted that to line up there instead of overhanging. And then here we can probably even come out at least another 2. Except we need 18 there, so we're going to do some more magic. Well, that's not going to work. Wait. Hold on. I think the best I'll be able to do is like just all gray. I'll kind of goof that one up, but we gotta do the same thing over here. And then I think... Should I come out to, like, here with that? I go out a little bit more. Yeah, I feel like I leave, like, a T shape open just like that. Not perfect, but it's gonna have to do. Okay. Looked like it was hovering over it. Because this way I'll have headroom going down. And you'll still kind of be able to see down there from here. Because we have a catwalk here to kind of get more scale of the floor below it. I should probably just keep using these fences, huh? These ones just contrast better. However, what kind of supports can I do here? I think like all of these will end up just being too big or too bulky, but I wish there was more bracket style. I guess there's like these kind of work. Wonder how they look. Yeah, I should probably do, yeah, let's do that. Oh, we need it to be daytime. I need to be able to actually see what the heck I'm doing here. Did I break my bed? I feel like breaking my bed is such a weird habit that I have. The reason I break my bed a lot of times is because like I'll be in a random place where the bed doesn't need to be, but then that habit just locks in all the time. Oh, McChillin. It's on my TikTok. I did it all off stream. It took me about an hour and 20 minutes. I rebuilt the entire thing from scratch. The time I did, it's about an 8-minute time lapse. I got it about 10x speed, and it still looks trackable. You know, I wonder, instead of doing... Ooh, the dark one's there. Since we've got a little bit of contrast... Oh, I should have just... Dang it. I mean, made a mistake. I should have left that there and then just done a much simpler swap here. Now I'm gonna have to copy that again. I guess I should make all those like in the same spot if I'm gonna do this. That one I won't be able to do. We can at least put those studs towards the back. There we go. So that way all these are uniform. It'll also help me with spacing too when I go to do those brackets. I guess not, because these probably aren't going to be perfectly going across each way. I just realized. Well, maybe this one does. Well, it makes life easy. I think I should just do them in front of wherever there's one of those things. Now that I've got all those pieces lined up, I just go in front of all of those spots for evenness. Except for here, I think. Nah, then it's kind of going to be off. But I do like that spacing. So how many is this from the wall here? Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so all we gotta do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, so it's really just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Although these are only 8 away, it's just the space from there. So these ones now I just go before the studs, and that should be the same spacing throughout there. But then it's probably not going to make the same spacing of studs from this to the wall, right? Or does it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, see here it's 12. So I'd want it a little further. I wonder. Hold on, let me try something. Trying to think, like, what if I went around it and then it would make it shorter and like easier to it'd be like a little bulkier. Oh no, then I just see the bottom. I don't know, how do we think about that? Oh wait, that sticks out too many. Don't I have one that's 8? I'm overthinking this even, but who doesn't overthink stuff when they're building? Then you get to have to see the bottoms of those studs. Shouldn't be a big deal. I'm probably just overthinking the railings, because I like these, but these aren't necessary. This is just for a pointless catwalk that will have nothing on it. So I could just leave this. Or what I could do even is just get rid of half of this catwalk. I think I might actually do that. Get rid of half of this part so it only has the part that's going down. Because this is all just a little bit too extra for me right now that I'm thinking about it. What is that? Microsoft speech? Oops. Oops. Dude, the amount of buttons that I'm not... Oh, I don't have flight mode on, that's why. I was trying to double tap for nothing. Oh yeah, I gotta flip it. How many pieces did I break there? Jeez. What is the best spinjitzu? Really depends on what you're fighting. Every spinjitzu is like strong against another certain type of element. I'm gonna make the music just a little bit quieter for myself. No, they haven't. I don't know if they ever do. Usually, if there's any word on those kind of streams, they're usually only within like days to a week in advance, like at best. I guess it does look kind of weird if I don't have anti-studs. Like, anti-studs is like such an aesthetic, to be honest. It's how you know you're looking at the bottom of a plate. I don't know, I like it. We're gonna keep it. So we'll just keep this part and make this a little drop down. So we'll break that, and then we just need to make the turn a little bit different. Boom. And then I still have to do like a little system here to, or not a system, but like a railing. And then we do railing, railing. So we don't need much railing. It won't be much, it won't be very as distracting as the other one was. Oh yeah, I'm going up 2 half stairs. So do I do it all the way at the bottom? Yeah. And then I just do a couple of fake ones at the top. Don't I have a better corner than that? I guess that works. I doubt that's the right dimension, right? Holy moly, it is. I won't be able to go all the way into the wall here because of the little nubby, but that's okay. Because we don't even need it to go all the way into the wall here. Just need to go there. Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right, it is time for me to do bathroom break. I keep forgetting to skip the nighttime. I keep building through darkness. You're from Italy? Well, welcome in! I live in Phoenix, Arizona. How are you flying? The flying fish sandwich. It lets you fly inside your villages. But I'm going to use the restroom. Everybody, if you're on TikTok, I'm streaming other places as well. Come find me. Same username. I'll be right back. Yo! Talupi. Am I saying that right? Welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry, I'm catching up, making sure I didn't miss any important chats. All right. Bathroom break. Everybody stretch their legs. I'll be right back.
been 84 years.
84 years? No. Sorry, I was muted. Water all over my hands from my cup. It's sweating like crazy. Oh my god. I just got like a water drop on my ring finger, and then it went transferred onto the A key, and then I couldn't get it off. Why did I leave phases, bro? My builds were too good. I had to look for other prospects, you know. That and they disbanded. Like I was just about to sign a contract as a creative member, and yeah, just didn't work out. I forgot to put my doodads. Why didn't anybody tell me? Where are they? I forgot. Go. Hello? I forgot these pieces. I just realized. And there. And there. There we go. Phase bricks, yeah. Brick A30, phase bricks. It's the full name. Thought I had floors good to go. Luckily, if you use 16s and 8s, as long as you rotate them correctly, they'll all line up. All right, floor. We're just doing floors right now, and then I'll work on decorations. First, you have to get a floor plan down, because you don't know where you want to put all the stuff yet until you get this stuff down. Like, if I were to put stuff on the walls and decorate it all first, and then, oh, I realized I got to put in a staircase right through all of it. So we do all this first. Do you collect DC sets? No. I think the only DC set I have is like the little Batman Spotlight Polybag. I have Marvel sets, but mostly like Star Wars and miscellaneous themes. And then more recently, LEGO Fortnite. All right, next floor. This one, I feel like we should just come down from the side, like pretty much right under there, like that corner. Yeah. Oh, because that's going to come out 2 spaces, so... Either way, I'm going to have to, like, goof up the floor pattern a little bit somewhere. But I should probably just put this stairway right under this one. Or, like, right after 2 could work. I guess I didn't need to do those floors just yet. I was just about to break this one. Because we could go... Hold on. Need to get a floor piece over there to reference. Yeah, that works. Whatever. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that staircase have to be like really close. So I'd probably want to going just the other way. So like right there. Because then we can do... Oops. That right there. So I think we determined... No, we want to go... Yeah, that's just a half floor. Because then we're going to go down to here. And then that goes 1, 2... Oh, wow. Goes down really far. You know what? Here, I think we do another break. And then we go to like the corner. And then we come down again. Oh no, it's gonna come down like right in front of that door though, isn't it? Is it? Oh, it's gonna go right above. So really we could make another little like landing right here. Come on. Perfect. And then we can descend one last time. And then that should be perfect, right?
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
Then we just fill in around that. So we only have to goof it up a little bit. Some squares back there. Don't pay attention to them. Okay, still fit my head there. Good. Just my banana head almost doesn't fit. Got it. Oops. I need to go get more sandwiches eventually. I think I started with a stack of 80 on this build. It's a lot of fly time. All right. There's so many pieces that are like not in this filter, but I'm not going to keep like 8 filters on because then it's going against me. And then I guess I'll just go with that for the gaps. No big deal. I think there's one that matches a little better, but like I said, I'm not going to go crazy over it. Now this one's going to be tough, the bottom one. I may not be able to squeeze the stairway in that tight of a build, especially having to go around 3. That's going to be tight. But we'll see, I guess. Because this... would go there. Or rather, this would. This room only has one door, but I guess it could just be purely for stairs. I guess this gets us all the way down to the bottom. This one won't have much room for decorations, but it works. Oops. Okay, so this one's going to be off a little bit too. So I think what we do to offset that... Yeah. Oops. So we just do one on the outsides on each side, and you'll barely be able to tell that we're using some of those less connective pieces that connect the rocks. Or the stones, whatever they are here. Let's see now, at the end, we just have to deal with one more. Boom. And then we can go across with this. Cover as much ground as we can with the biggest pieces we can. And then we go down in size. Oh, I should have done the same thing going the other way, I suppose, too. All right, one more time. One, two. Oh, wait. I would have to move that down. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Now I can technically build over that. Oh, wait. Do I want to? Oh, wait. Then I just don't build in front of that. Yeah, it's going to be goofy anyway, so I think I just leave it the same. So, I mean, see, this is what takes so long the first time around that you don't realize. And then the second time, when I did this, everything was so much easier. Granted, this is all new parts I haven't done yet. But the point being... These are the little problems I work through. Like, oh, do I want that one space higher or do I want it one space lower? And just having, you know, going through that process of determining just that takes, you know, several minutes for each of those thought processes, and it adds up to a lot of time after a while. And then your second time around, it's a lot easier. Oh yeah, this is gonna be backwards. I'm not even worried about matching them. We're already kind of screwed here, so to speak. Not screwed, but the pattern's not gonna be very good in this floor. I'm just gonna have to... that, and the thing is, I'll probably cover it with stuff anyway. Like, there'll be stuff on the floor. So like, this one's the... I guess I could just do this. Go there. I guess I could do that, the going that way too. I could try to make it better. It's like no matter what I do, I'm going to be off by some increment. But what if I did that? That kind of works. I mean, it's better than the other thing, I guess. To an extent. Not really. I guess squares are better than jumbly nothings. Luckily, this one will kind of work there pretty well. There we go. Oh, I see. Keep accidentally using the 10. Most things don't have a 10, so I don't even think to use it. Or I don't even think that I am using it most times. I think I should just be using this one. That one matches better than the other one I've been using. I'll have to go back up and make a few replacements here and there. And then here we just do a couple of these guys. Boom. And then down here, we just need a floor. I don't think that's gonna work. I'm just gonna have this floor be kind of weird. It'll just have to be good where it can be and less good in other places. Because again, I'm not gonna think that hard about this. I can't, otherwise I'll go crazy. So we're just gonna go there. We'll line that up with that thing. So that's as good as it can get. Then, hold on. Boom. And yay! From the bottom. To the second floor. To the third floor. And to the fourth floor. I just gotta move those pieces back. And then the only thing I wanted to do was to replace, oops, those, which, yep, got them. Those. These ones. There. Boom. Did I use them anywhere else? All right, there's one walkable upside down tower. Not bad. Now for the decorations. Why is it gotta get dark so fast, man? It's already like pitch black outside. Like I know why. But why? Now, let's just get a couple of tester chesters. Bones, Winnie, relax. So I want to do... I could probably just do one chest per, like, type of item, even. This doesn't need to be a huge storage place, so I should probably do the 5 that I did, but then also do one for, like, Kozu Stone. So, like, in the middle, I should have a chest. It's hard to tell where the middle is from here. I think that's roughly the middle. That means this line. Yeah, we got it. So in the middle. Oh, wait. It's already upside down. This is actually going to be a little bit more annoying. Because look, when I go to display something, I don't necessarily want it like that in this scenario. Because ultimately I'm not going to have pieces that high. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of a workaround. So I'd want it like somewhere more like here. because that would be like ritual oils. And then I would really need to figure out where I'm putting these, because then next to it, we've got our 4 inks. I guess I could just reference off of this one now, right? So if I wanted to do my 4 inks, like roughly right next to it, to go there, there. Oop. There? Because I don't know if I need to make everything like evenly spaced or anything. I'd at least want one of those chests out. Or one of those displays. This half out one space further. Like that. That would be inks. Ritual oils. And then energies has 5, so I'd want to put like those on the wall similarly. Also, I suppose for the ink, because technically there's, I'm gonna get a 5th one. I could change it up later, I guess. The next one, so we want at least one of those in between the next one, but we need it upside down, or right side up. Okay, so the next one would go there to keep the distancing of the beginning of the displays even. For energies, there's 5, right? So we would want to do something like this. Oh, again, the spacing. I gotta make sure it's 2, otherwise it's gonna be offset. Which I guess isn't the biggest deal. See, that can be energies, inks, ritual oils, and then bandanas. And then I'll do Kozu Stone and stuff like on the sides somewhere. I think that works. I could center it a little better, or I can put up something else here, maybe. Let's find it real quick for you, Zap. Okay, let's add it to the playlist first, and then we'll just play it. It sounds a little quiet, so I'll turn this one up just a little bit. I guess I could move it over a little bit. Because the chests aren't centered, but technically the displays are. But I think it would be ultimately better if I moved it over to like, if I move that, what is that? 2, 4, 6. This is like 8, technically 8. I think I just need to move this one like here. Steering ships and rockets, getting a solid understanding of how the channels operate. So that way, once you learn that, it becomes a lot easier. Oops. I should have brought the items with me too before I started doing this, otherwise I'm gonna forget something or just make a silly mistake somehow. It's very like Pink Floyd. Is it not? Like in a, not exactly, but it's like very vibey. Yeah, the smart brick you're talking about? Can't say I'm too like what I think it'll be cool for like is it's meant to like add to sets rather than like replace anything. I know it'll make certain sets, the ones they're coming in, more expensive, but I think it'll be fun because did you see how like when you tilt it, it's like motion sensitive, so like it'll be able to make certain sounds and tones and change depending on the angles. I think it'll be really fun to throw into different models like, you know, Lego Bowser or something. Maybe they make even older sets somehow compatible, or, you know, in the future make newer sets compatible with the smart brick, even though it doesn't come with one. So you're not like paying an extra premium on the set to begin with to come with one. You see my base? Yeah, sure. This is what I'm building right now. This is gonna be like my temporary Ninjago base. Move the marker for the time being. Are you in creative? No, this is my expert world. Using the flying fish sandwich to fly, because I have a village here. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it. I should make I guess the door would be going right through there. Well, it's not a flying fish. It's a flying fish sandwich. The sandwich itself only requires regular like any flopper or a regular one, and a piece of cheese. Bones, are you hungry? Oh, Bones is yelling at me for food time. I see you, buddy. Say hi to chat. Say hi. Everybody say hi. We all hear you. We all see you. It's food time. Give me a second. I gotta go feed the dogs. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Stop. I'm not muted. I'm not saying anything important ever, am I? No, I was just muted, chat. I'm trolling you. I'm accidentally trolling you. That's all. I do it once a day. Once a day, I do it. Guaranteed. And then I guess I could bring like a couple of relics over. Yeah, let's just bring this green power relic over because it's a good representation. And then let's take the gray and then one of each of the green. Let's take a charm with... Okay. The one here? Yeah, this is my current temporary Ninjago storage. Now, granted, I'd like to keep my Ninjago storage where I can teleport to at any given moment, but I'll survive. And that's why I may not even move everything over. I might just do it up to look like it is. Free! Free falling. See, buff to village flight. Actually, let's do like the fiery ones up there, and then we'll go from lightest to darkest with these. That works. And then let's do ink, ink, ink. Aw, you made me ink. Bandana, 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 bandana. Please show them out. There's my Lost Isles. There's Star Wars Island. There's one of my Storm Dungeon Islands. There's the Storm King Island. There's my mainland, which is mostly explored. There's another random storm. I only have 2 storm dungeons on my map, unfortunately. Yeah, seeing this, people have asked me like, why am I collecting so much stuff? It's like pointless. It's like, dude, I may not ever physically use these energies for any recipes, but do you realize how cool that, like, anywhere you want an orb light, you realize you just gotta, because this is already upside down. Check it out. Anywhere you want an orb light, let's say you want a blue orb light in your building. It's not going to give you much actual light. But if you do the mount upside down, you just have, it's basically a secret lighting build that you can only get by using an item. That's the way I think about the display mount with certain items, like especially like these, which can be used in a lot of different ways. So you've got yourself a blue headlamp, an orange one. The list goes on here, and you can add those like all over your village as its own decor kind of deal. So if you've got like 100 of them, they're useful. They're useful still. You can't do that with every display item, but like there's a bunch of like I think there's a lot of the Ninjago stuff that like again the books. One of the best things. It's gonna be upside down here. Hold on. Forgot I could just use the floor. but like the books, after I learn all the recipes from a certain type of book, I keep them. They look way better on the wall than they do getting 50 essence from them. All right, so the next thing, let's do animal stuff, like over on this right wall. So let's start with dragon. I think we're gonna go out to like here. I think that'll be a good spacing. And we go 2 spaces above that. Descending rareness, so bear pelt. So like these ones, maybe you flip those ones, but I want them, these all to be the same since they're all going to be flipped this way anyway. So now we've got... Oh, I'd never grabbed regular opal or regular steel, did I? I thought I did. Oh, I ended up making it in the... I see what I did wrong. I ended up accidentally using it to make these honed ones. I see. I see what I did there. But yeah, I found all my recipes. I believe there's 30 Ninjago recipes. Perfect. I was thinking about making like one of each. Because they all look the same regardless of rarity, and I think it'd be pretty cool if I had like one of each charm on the display. I guess I can make the other ones afterwards. You know what? No. Let's just... We need... Just do it now. So we need an elemental amplifier. I have one on me, but I'm not going to switch out my legendary one. So we just need... And don't forget, I gotta grab another... I gotta grab another bamboo. I gotta make 2 more of them now because it costs 2. All right, amplifier. Make another one. Grab another one. All right, what's the other totem we need? All right, we got that one. Got that one. Did we need a precision? A precision. We just need 2 total. Okay. Actually, that'll mean we need a 3rd total. And then we have a health. So we have elemental, amplifier, defiance, precision, and then I think that's all there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's just 5 different kinds. Yep. All right, we got all 5. Doesn't matter what rarity they are. And then we need... I guess it's blue. It doesn't matter. And then I right now I'm not gonna do one of every relic for now. I'll keep it marked with one of them. If also, I don't know if anybody, I see you talking about lighting tricks. If you have expert trophies and you have Frankie's machine from the Halloween battle pass 2 years ago, I can't show right now, but that can be built upside down underneath your expert trophies, and it actually has like a visual bug where even though you build the trophy or the thing upside down, it'll actually I believe it's under electronics. Yeah, so you want this thing. It's called Frankie's machine. I believe it was in the battle pass. So I don't know. Oh, there we go. So see how it makes this little electric effect right there? A little flow of electricity. If you flip this upside down in its exact spot, even though this whole build is pointing down, that visual effect will stay in the same spot. And you can build something over it, like an expert trophy. And that way, what it does is it makes the electricity come right out of the top of the expert trophy's head. It's dope. And for those who don't know about that. You like my upside down door? Bet you didn't even notice. They do provide a pretty good amount of light. They are shiny. All right. Don't get tired now, Nate. I guess I want it to match. Should probably line it up there. Nope. Higher than that. Perfect. And I think we'll go opal first. Then steel. Kozu. Bamboo. So as I can make this next level have more stuff too, or I can put up a couple of, like a wall right here too even, or put some stuff up against those walls. Should have room. So right here we're gonna do kind of a little bit of, I actually need to spread this out, hold on. There, we'll go there. Then we'll do the same technique we did for the bandanas and stuff. And then here we're gonna go, I should be able to see them. It's not too high, is it? It's exactly where I have the other stuff. I guess that stuff's just easier to see to an extent. Because I just want these to be all honed in one. So it's, because I know I'll have like a full chest of that, and then that. There's no way I'm gonna have like a full chest of honed of each item. Like, it's a little ridiculous. It's a better way to organize it. And then the charms, these, because that's like weapons and equipment. That's more misc, because like this is miscellaneous, and really that doesn't need a chest. It just should go on the wall somewhere, or I could just use it miscellaneous as decoration here and there. But otherwise, let's do just like a chest. Well, I'm doing a chest for charms, a chest for spinjitzu, and a chest for relics. So I think here we do the chest. Hold on. Let's go. Holy cow, that thing looks crazy cool. And again, another amazing example of an item you could use as a decoration. You could literally use these as like straight up. You could go out here, throw them on a wall, and they look fantastic. Oop, if I can get up. Okay, my fish sandwich is off. But like, there's another example of an item that you can use to your advantage. You know, it may not look great everywhere. Like, obviously, this is kind of a stretch, but like, those kind of things add something different that some of the builds just don't. I almost feel like that one's got to go in the middle. something bumping in there? I feel like it should work. Right? Oh, there we go. Wish there was more of like an angle piece. Should I just do these in red? I like the dark red because it matches the frames, but then I get more contrast if I just go with red, you know. And and then the frame ends up matching all the way around. So I really like the way of the dark red, but this kind of catches my attention better. Oh, and also, I don't like how far out those are going, so we're gonna dial them back just a little bit. That way I can just throw, I think, like 2 of these on. There we go. I like that. Hold on. Oh, because those aren't as tall, I see. Wait, isn't that the same height? Oh, no, it's not, I see. But it's like the perfect height to do that. Oop. Why won't we snap to there? Do I have any red floors from any set that I can make that look smooth? I doubt it. You like seeing the results? Thank you. I guess here I could just leave that there. And And then we could actually do that. Like, I might as well add flair to these displays, you know? And that's all. These also aren't the final color for the chest. I'll probably make them all red, to be honest. Or should I have gone with, like, non-red decor? Like, I could make it more brown in general. But I don't know. There's not a lot of other pieces in this kit. I'd have to find, like, scavenge from other kits. Like, if I wanted to keep this vibe going, I could also go that way. Like, where are they? Like, I could definitely keep the vibe of the colors going. Do you think I should? Because, like, I could do something similar to this. Like, I don't mind the red. Because I almost wanted to keep the chests, like, more neutral colors anyway. Let's give it a test. Because even, technically, don't I have room for these in some spots? As long as I don't... Wait. I should have, yeah, I should have, like, a full... Oh no, those are somewhat getting in the way. You know, I wonder. Not here, but I wonder if this would have made or matched well enough to fit in anywhere there. I forgot about that piece altogether. Oh, crap. Crap. The thing is, I don't have much, like, stone stuff to, like, match it if I wanted to do something similar back there. I think I just keep it, like, browns. Like, I could just keep it neutral browns and stuff. Because I've got plenty of parts for that. Because I think having it be, like, all stone, and you can even see the stone color from the inside, and then all of a sudden everything's, like, bright red in here. I think it would just be like too conflicting of themes from the outside of the temple to the inside of the temple. Commander Gold, welcome in. What's in what chest? And right now there's really nothing. I haven't moved everything over yet. So in here, this is where Ninjago charms will go. Even though, do I really need a whole chest for it? Probably not. This is mostly all for fun. And also, I don't really need to be worrying about that part. I should have been figuring out where I'm going to put my Spinjitzu. And I guess technically, like the Spinjitzus, yeah, I could just put them on the wall because I don't need storage for them. That's what I could put on the other side of this. Oh, crap. I'm going to go need to make it. Wait, can I make one here? Maybe I have materials for one here. Oh, look at that. I don't have any pins. Stupid. 640. We got time. It wouldn't be a bad idea to move your HQ to Ninjago Island. Reason being is you can teleport there at any time. It's nice. Because that's one thing I could do with all my essence is just make a ton of damage, durability, and even luck. In this case, I don't need luck on it because I'm just using it to deconstruct mostly, so I just make it as strong as possible. Technically, I don't even need to make it with sapphire. Spent I know, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes, like, trust me, there's been times where I've been sitting there for like 4.5 minutes trying to get damage or whatever it is. Gamer Merlin with a party of 17! Let's go. Perfect timing. The perfect entrance does exist. Rebuilt the temple last night. I broke it off the roof. So, for everybody's knowledge, if you want to do something similar like I've done, because there's lots of opportunities on the Ninjago. There's archways. There's these big overhangs like I'm building on. These roof parts, the ceiling, does not count as a supporting piece until you get to the sides, and then it does. If you're touching the side part of it, it does. The bottom part does not count as a supporting piece. So what I had to do originally, and I still done this with this one, is you have to essentially build out from the wall where it is supporting, because it doesn't support here. You have to build out from the wall and then build down from that. So you have to give yourself like an artificial ceiling. And basically what happened is I was like already hours into this build, and I came back here to readjust some of these walls and like change them out. And I broke this one, and as you can see, I have tons of connections now. I only had one originally, and I broke the one wall piece that was connecting to the one connecting piece that was connecting to the wall, and I dropped my entire temple onto the beach. So, tried fixing it with coupling and decoupling. Kinda worked, ultimately wasn't going to, so last night, off stream, I deconstructed the whole thing and rebuilt the whole thing. If you want to see the rebuild, I posted a time lapse on my TikTok. But today we finished everything on the exterior. And then I've started decorating the first floor. Hold on. Oh, I just realized why that's off center. So we went too far here. Hold on, I'm gonna have to move this whole damn thing over. Anyway. I just realized we went over there. No wonder I couldn't get that other one to center. I guess what I do is I just drag this one back in extra space. So like if that sticks out a little bit further, it's not a big deal. It's more so here that it starts to goof things up. Wait, did I have that one right? Oh, so it'll like literally be off at like one there, but you won't even see it. That was gonna bother me so badly. Damn it. See, now it's like centered on the stairway, although it's not centered in the room per se. But I did want it at least centered on that staircase. And yes, I know there's going to be a gap there. I will be getting rid of it when I realize how. Without using, I think I'm going to have to use some sort of weird single piece. Or we make the gap in the middle, and then it's much more natural. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, that's not the one.
You think part 2 of the Ninjago update releases tonight?
No. Def not. Sorry to burst your bubble. There we go. Although I want that. Oops. There we go. Or is that how I already had it? No, I don't know. It doesn't matter. There we go. So now it just looks more centered even when you're looking at it here. Boom. I think if anything, I'll give, what kind of supports do we have that may match? If any. None of those. So I can use stone, or I think I have like these guys. I doubt these would work, but I'm just kind of curious now. If that went over that, I might consider it. That's kind of neat. I just need something simple. I'll probably just do something like this. But did I really not build it all the way up against the wall? Dude. I hate my life. The amount of times I've redone something because it's off by one space. It's because this piece, look, when you flip it, it goes over a space, and I didn't realize that's what I did. All the way up against the wall. Just like this. Then like this. Then like this. 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 That. And there, I can finally, hopefully do this for the last time. There we go. Because what I also want to do is... Boom. Wait, don't I need 4 technically for all? There's like the neutral one too. This should be able to fit all the way across, right? These ones really, really had to be displayed like this? This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Why would they display it like that? I didn't realize that's how those displayed. For sure, they'd go up on the wall. Like, look. I swear, doesn't the hero equipment go up on the wall flat? And it's like the same thing basically. How does this go up on the wall then? Does that go up on stupid then too? Yeah, why would they do that? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do is upside down. Or like, no, I'd have to do it like sideways, right? Like I have at my base. Cause wait. Wouldn't that just be flipping it that way? Ooh. So then, yeah, that would just go like that. I need it to be from the side. Boom. The coupling decoupling trick? Yeah. Mattias, did you see me accidentally break this entire build off the ceiling yesterday? This is a rebuild. I had to rebuild this entire thing. I broke it off the ceiling on accident, and I tried recoupling it with with like the coupling decoupling method, which kind of works, but there was too much bugginess going on that one was causing it to not misalign very nicely, and or causing it. Oh, I forgot I have these. These ones have to be a space apart, otherwise they get blocked. So that won't work there like I wanted it to, unless I just do the 3 regular ones, or I do them in like a different way. Because technically I don't need the regular one displayed, but part of me is like, why wouldn't I? Oh my god, please let me go. The amount of times I've been kidnapped in this game via that feature. So I suppose I could just do the 3. I don't need to do the common one. But it does look different, you know what I mean? It's like a tan one instead of the other colors, you know? Can I get rid of this right now? Oh, okay, no. I wasn't sure if I thought these did count as... Oh, no, they don't count as supporting on the tops and bottoms. I was going to say... I know I just goofed it up, but it's fine. I wanted to test to see if I can get rid of that, and then I could have, like, flipped another wall mount going the other way, and had it flipped... I don't know. I had a wild idea. I guess I'll just do these 3 here. Because after this, I just have, like, relics. Which I could display, like, on the walls back here. Or even, like, I can make, like, a little side display going on. And what I just need to build another one of these out. Does that make sense? What happened? Oh, I never put stuff. I never put them back on. It's like, where'd they go? Actually, I kind of... We should go blue, dark blue to earth. I guess what I could do... The power relic needs to go the same way, essentially. What's in the chest? What chest? These ones? The stuff that's above them, generally. This is like all Ninjago stuff. Although, I haven't moved stuff over from the other base yet. All my stuff is still at like the main Ninjago village. Alright, so we got those. And I suppose if I do build the relic thing here. Oh yeah, I wanted this extended out more too, right? I don't want to have that sticking out like that, but at the same time, there's not a lot I can do about it. Isn't there a more square one that I could have used just to top it off at the end? Yeah, this one. It almost looks the same. It's not, but it is. I just want both these to be the same length. Otherwise, it's going to drive me absolutely nuts. Wait, how did I still get it off by 1? I'm so confused. My numbers are off. I guess I'm just not going to center this one. Because if I do the same thing here, what would make that good is on the back side of this. Yeah, check this out. I should be able to do like the same thing here. Right? It is just... object in the way or supporting piece? Didn't I learn that the backside of this, like, isn't a good supporting piece? So I can put that there. I can put that there. That counts. I know what I can do. What is going on with this piece and not wanting to support a floor going there? Oh, I didn't. I see why. I didn't connect the button to the right place. Oh my god. Rip. My depth perception chat, it's cooked. Oh, but that's not supporting? How did I get pieces supporting to the back and front of that then? I forgot. That's the other weird thing about these. I swear one side will count, but the other won't. It's like this side's fine. I guess just for this one. I just don't know how to tell which way is which until I do it. It's like, is this the supporting side? Yes, I think it's defaulting towards me. So I'd want that. See, now this, that's supporting. That's not support. What the heck is going on here? It's because I think it's because it's one stud. Most pieces aren't on a one stud basis. Also, can I not vertically nudge with this piece? That's so... You can't vertically nudge the button. But then aiming it... Oh, wait, there we go. I'm so confused. There, I got it to attach there. It's being very odd. I'll say that much. Let's see if I can get this to attach now. See, I knew it should have been able to fit. But why it's a half a stud lower, I'll never be able to tell you. But I made that work. There's really no smaller versions of those. Okay, let's keep it there. I just wish I could have got them to line up the same height, but they won't. It's like I referenced the wrong piece or something. Oh yeah, technically I want these ones displayed upside down too. that gonna fit with the chest though? No. Surprised that's actually working with the fence there. Maybe I'll log back in and it won't be working much. I think I will have to do this ultimately on a different wall. I'll just ditch this idea for now. I could do them on the walls, but I kind of want to keep them together. I suppose to give myself more room too, I could just ditch one of these spillaway stairways. That would give myself more horizontal distance to do what I want to do on that end. That, and now we have much more room over here to do exactly what we want to do. Oh yeah, we're upside down there, forgot. Why am I all of a sudden not able to do button? Like, I swear I was able... Can you not do vertical nudge with buttons? This is going to be upside down, not sideways. I'm guessing you can't do it with the thruster either. Yeah, it's weird that it doesn't have a vertical nudge for that. I guess it's because you can put it on any surface. So my problem is I need to get that sideways piece attached to a wall. I guess I could just put up a wall in front of it. It's not like I can't just do exactly what I kind of been doing and just build like a faux wall. Except, let's go 1, 2, 1. Because, hold on. Like, that should attach after I break it, right? Yeah. See, and again, this piece is being stupid. See, like, that's not even on the wall. This piece is giving me such grief. If I do a second one out, does that, like, go to a standard? No, this whole piece is just bugged. If I flip it around, does that somehow change the... Yes, it does. For some reason, one side of this is just goofy. And you're going to have inconsistencies with it. So like, that one's even like hovering off. No, it's not. But now that should snap the same way. And now we should be able to get a button there. I see the problem. Yeah, one side is just stoopy. I don't know exactly how I want to do this. So let's start. Let's just go back down to the ground with that. So we're gonna have one chest. And we don't need that much room, but we do need a little bit. I like that. Although lower, and I could probably get rid of that top row of stuff. Where does this actually start? Oops. Yeah, see, that could be our top. I think. Let's see if we did it right. Maybe not that. That. Yeah, it's needs to be higher. Which we can still do. Still? Oh, I'm lagging, that's all. It'll probably pop up in a sec. Or it's still blocked. Needs to be higher? That doesn't make any sense. Isn't that as high as it can go now without me moving that button? I think that might be where I had it, but it might be like a half space higher too. Nope. Okay, so it has to go even higher than that. Oh, it's still blocking. I was kind of not expecting that. Like, isn't that where I was last time? No, it would have had to been hitting that button. That's got to be it, right? Can't be that high. It's got to be. It probably is. It probably is. Let's just do it. Otherwise, I'm going to regret it. I'm going to regret doing this a 5th time. Aha! Hear ye, hear ye. Except, hold on. Okay, let's do. I mean, I could keep those. It almost just, like, covers it up a little bit better. Although there's technically 4 of them, so I probably want it 1, 2. No, 3. Oops. We'll do 1. We don't need to do them all, but and I technically could do the cryos, but I'm probably just gonna do like regular, because there also is only regular, regular ice. Wait, no, I'll need 5 then, won't I? I guess I could always do the power. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. Archery practice. That sounds dope. So I have 4 elements plus power that I would want to display. So technically there's even 5. Can I do that? Let's see if I can get 5 onto here. Evenly. Start at the end. And then we'll do... I think 1 space in between them is enough for the gap to be good. Actually, I think this is going to be perfect. Yeah. We're good. There we go. So power then goes in the middle, and then I gotta go get the other ones real quick. You should have at least tried. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, you know? So I don't think any of them look different from rarity to rarity. They will look, the Kinesis will look different from, like, regular ice. But otherwise, looks like we're going to need... a couple of those. Fire, ice, earth, lightning, and look good. And again, I could do technically like cryo and all that, but not this base. Maybe at like the main display base, obviously I'll do like all the different ones, but here we just need the 4 different kind of elements. Thoughts on the LEGO Smart Brick? It seems pretty interesting. I don't think it's going to take over. It may last a while, but I think it'll be like kind of like the Power Function edition, where like, you know, like the haunted house sets or the roller coaster, if you want it automated, you could buy the separate motor that adds value to your set, but it doesn't automatically make that set more expensive because it's automatically included. So that's what I kind of see the Smart Brick. I know it's going to be included in some sets, but I doubt it's going to be included in all of them. And then my guess will be in the future, they'll just be like, all right, well, we'll just start giving sets Smart Brick compatibility. It won't come with one, but if you already have one, you can add your Smart Brick to it, and then it lights up or makes sounds for your new set that you just bought. So like it could always, it's like one tool that adds flair to all your future sets, because now all your future sets could have sound or like whatever detection. I can't remember all the kind of fancy stuff it had, but ta-da! Oh, stop. Bones, relax. Well, I might have to let him out. I fed him recently. I actually, you know what? I think this is a good stopping point for today. I'll do the rest of the... Bones is yelling at me. We'll do the rest of the interiors tomorrow? So I still got a couple more floors. These floors will mostly be just more decoration. This is just kind of like a for fun storage room in general. Just to make it feel like a base. Granted, might not ever really use this, but it's fun to have. The rest of the floors we'll work on tomorrow, and we'll do more like this could be a training dojo, and then this one could be like a library or like a, you know what I mean? We'll figure something fun out to make these levels. However, this bottom level, this isn't going to have much room for anything. This last one's pretty darn small, so this could be like a study or have like a storage nook. I can put some of the crates and stuff like that here. Like some of the new, what are they? I think they're under housewares. But yeah, stuff like this. The boxes, I could throw some boxes down here. There should be plenty of room, yeah. We can throw boxes down here, kind of make it look like a little storage area. And then, this isn't the end of this build. Once I finish decorating the inside of this build, what I'm probably going to do is I want to, especially because I see all these like kind of stuff that looks like it belongs on a dock. I kind of want to build a dock even though the water level is not very high here. But I was thinking about building like some other buildings down here on the beach so it could kind of be supplemental to this. And then I was also thinking about like doing some houses or something sticking out of the walls here and there. So like there's some other backdrop so this wouldn't be like the only thing. Because I definitely want to do more than this. Especially if complexity allows for it. But for now, this is the original goal. I'm getting hungry and yawny. That's where we call it for the day. But we're good to go. And then when I'm finally done, I'll probably take away at least a couple of these. Like, I'll probably maybe leave a hand, like one in the middle, one on the right, and one on the left, because, I don't know, it looks, you can kind of hide it if you look up, but you still kind of see it, and I want to hide it as much as possible. Let's see. Any suggestions? I see some names I haven't seen before. Oh, let's go PT Stress. He's on. Never mind. I don't think we've got him yet recently. At least not in my memory. Not my recent memory. Plus, he was just here earlier. Sending ya over to the stress. The PT Stress. Where there's really no stress. It's very, very enjoyable, actually. But I'm out of here, guys. If you want to see, I did, because I did end up rebuilding that whole temple, minus the insides, off stream. If you want to see the rebuild, I have a time lapse on my TikTok. It's like 8 minutes long, but it's actually like really satisfying to watch. I definitely recommend it. And if you are like somewhat of an intuitive builder, you can follow along. The one thing I didn't record was when I build the structure, I'm building all the corner pieces and the roof pieces. Stop. I'm building all the roof pieces and the corner pieces upside down. And at one point, after I get the roof pieces all done, I go back and I right side up flip all my corner pieces in between all the roof pieces. So it's not exactly obvious. But I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see ya tomorrow. And if you're on TikTok, come join me on Twitch. Later, guys.